one of the greatest cars on the planet. This is the 2020 Mercedes-AMG E63S, and it is spectacular. I've always wanted to drive an E63, and I'm finally getting my chance, and it is a good place to jump in to the lovely long roof here in 2020, minus the fact that this year is a dumpster fire. So, what makes this special, besides the fact that it is a wagon sold in the United States today? Well, this one is special because it has a twin-turbocharged 4-liter V8 engine under the hood, making 603 horsepower. Woo-wee! That is dynamite. It's backed up by a 9-speed automatic, which, if I'm being honest, is just okay. It's clunky around town in first gear, but once you're out of first, everything else is great. And if you're shifting it yourself with the paddles, it's wonderful. This car sounds amazing. It looks amazing, especially with this blue paint scheme this one is painted in. It's super comfortable. It has room for stuff and people, and it is everything you could want in a vehicle, minus the ability to, say, take it into the dirt. And I could live without that. This is vibrating. I could live without that to have all the rest that this offers, because it is just spectacular. There are different driving modes. I have it in individual right now so that the exhaust is shouty and the gearbox shifts quickly, and the suspension is comfortable, and the seats are great. The seats even have different modes. I have it in Dynamic 1, which means it hugs your back a little bit in corners. There's Dynamic 2, where it gives you more of a bear hug through each corner, or you can just turn it off. There is heated and cooled air that I can blow over my backside, and I can have a massaging option if I so choose. I think so. I gotta double check that. Everything about this is fantastic. This thing stops better than it has any right to do, and part of that is because it is wearing carbon ceramic brakes, which are a $9,000 option. However, I'd argue they're worth it here. Normally I say just get the steels, but this thing brakes so well. I would love to experience this on a racetrack because I feel like you can brake far later than you have any right to do so in a vehicle that weighs as much as this does. And I don't know how much it weighs. I'm just assuming it weighs a lot because it is a wagon, and it is a luxury wagon, and it is fan-fucking-tastic. I put my mountain bike on the roof of this and drove all the way to Skybike Park over the past weekend and had a blast. And I made it home quicker than I should have with a suction cup mounted bicycle on the roof, but I did, and it was great. And I was smiling the whole time, enjoying the curvy roads of California's Route 18 down from Arrowhead and Big Bear area. The sound system, Burmeister, fantastic. The only thing that's not fantastic is the price, because I can't afford it. I'm gonna pull over here and get the Monroney so we can dive into that. See how much all of that's going on. In park, grab this. 2020 AMG E63S Wagon. The suggested base retail price is $111,000. Let's start that over. $111,750,000. I can't speak right now. $111,750. That's the base price. As tested, this one is $161,355. That's a lot of options. The carbon ceramic brakes are $9,000. The carbon fiber engine cover is $1,500. The carbon fiber mirror covers are $1,200. The Designo manufacturer custom order, which means the deep white contrast stitching, the AMG performance steering wheel in Napa leather with the Dynamica, that is, okay, so that's $3,000, but then the custom options within that are another $7,700. It's funny, you get a $250 credit for not getting the heated steering wheel, okay? The wheels. 20-inch AMG forged crosspoke wheels in matte black, which look fantastic, by the way, are $1,700, which is reasonable for AMG branded wheels. No charge for the black seat belts. The active contour front seats with massage feature, so it does have it. $1,300. And then additional carbon fiber on the outside is $1,750, and the destination and handling is $995. $161, call it $162,000. At $112, this makes perfect sense. At $161, you know what? This is so exclusive and amazing. I still think it makes sense. Let's go drive it some more. starts in comfort, I go up to individual or further up to slippery, or I go down to sport, sport plus, and race. If I put it in race, and then which puts it into an ESP sport program, and then I turn off traction control, and then I grab both paddles. So, I gotta put it in manual mode. Then I grab both paddles. It asks if I want drift mode, I confirm, and now drift mode is active. It has decoupled the all-wheel drive system. It has decoupled the, there's a clutch that has let go. The front is no longer getting power. It is just rear. It is traction control off. It is ridiculous. It is properly AMG. And I mean, you can, if you know what you're doing, which I don't, you can drift this thing and have fun. Now I'm just gonna shut that off. If you pop it back into automatic or change any of those parameters, it says drift mode cancel, which is fine. So it's lunatic awesome that they offer that. You can sit there and smoke the tires. You could get this thing super duper sideways, do donuts, and all kinds of fun stuff. So the AMG-ness hasn't been taken out of this just because it is all-wheel drive when you're normally driving it around. In fact, the all-wheel drive aspect of it allows for insane launches. I think Car and Driver tested one of these and did a 0 to 60 rip in 2.9 seconds. That's supercar territory in a wagon. I know us enthusiasts, or the ones like the weird cult of enthusiasts that love wagons like way too much, but this thing is fantastic. I was thinking that I would prefer the Porsche Panamera Sport Turismo. I love the way that thing looks, the way it drives. It's sublime. It is a 911 wagon. The gearbox is fantastic, and the gearbox gets the edge for sure. I would love to drive the SE hybrid version, the 680 horsepower one, but because this has that AMG drift mode where you can just turn it back into a rear-wheel drive beast mobile, I think my favor falls back in line with the Mercedes. Now, we will eventually get our hands on the Audi RS6 that will not have a crazy drift mode, but I do think it will still be fantastic that we're getting that here on our shores. It's awesome. It's a hell of a battle, and you do not make a wrong choice if you look at the Porsche, the Audi, and this Mercedes. If you are choosing between those, you are obviously doing something right with your life, and I would like to be friends with you because you're just making good car choices. Cheers to that. This thing though, as it is, even at 160, I don't care what the price tag is. This thing is fucking fantastic. I already said that. I'm saying it again. I love this car. Sport handling mode, sport.